collectors, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a quick review here of some of the items I've been fortunate enough to pick up in various breaks, personals, and even the recent card show I attended here in Sydney, the Ashfield Card Show, which was held just this last weekend. Quite a few items here to go through. Going to have a look at the Fleer Ultra Avengers that I've been able to procure a couple of blasters of those, and had them broken as a personal on one of our local channels. We're going to have a quick look at a few things here now quickly. I've been picking up some of the Star Wars Signature Series that just recently got released for 2023. A couple of good hits here. Here's the first card. This is the Twi'lek Marjadorn. This one's not numbered. Really do like this set. Can hit quite a few good autos. Can also hit quite a few bad ones too. This one here I'm very happy hitting. This Cat Bane auto. Unfortunately, these are all sticker autos, but look, it is what the way of most companies are doing at the moment. Sticker autos seem to be the easiest way for them to obtain the autos. This one here, Grand Moff Tarkin. This was Guy Henry signed this one. Again, not numbered. This was from Rogue One, so again CGI. Unfortunately, Peter Cushing has not been around for a few years to do this series. This one here, Rick Olay from Episode 1. So Ralph Brown there, again not numbered. This one here is the Scott Caporo as Reed. So they're the guys who did the announcing during the pod racing, if you remember that scene. This one's the first of the numbered cards I got. This one is pretty damn decent. This is a 5 out of 10. Captain Nita, so the original actor from Empire, Michael Culver. So got that one there, and the big one for me, also out of 10. You won't really recognize the character, but the autograph is none other than Ron Perlman, a well-known actor, best known for his role of Hellboy, Clay in the Sons of Anarchy series, just to name a couple of things that he's been in. Just recently did the voice for Optimus Primal in the new Transformers film. Okay, here's another one where I recently picked up at a convention. This was actually in person. This is a Tarfel signed by Michael Kingma, local basketball player who got the chance to portray the character, especially with his height. Unfortunately, not a numbered variant, but there are numbered variants out there to collect. So that's a non-card Michael Kingma. Probably not a lot of value in that, but hey, I was a Kings fan. I still am a Kings fan, and it's good to get that. This one was a great personal pickup. Got this at a recent card show at a very good rate. On card, Andreas Katsoulis. Again, one of these actors who have not been around for a few years. He's better known for the character of Jakar from Babylon 5, but has had quite a very good career when he was alive. One of the ones that most people would recognize him from would be the one-arm man from the Fugitive movie starring Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. So very happy to pick that one up. Even it's a Star Trek card too, so even awesome. We got a Robert Wagner, again another one of these actors that people may recognize his face. This one is actually numbered 11 out of 20. He played Dr. Evil's right-hand man for most of the movies in the Austin Powers series, and also probably well recognized as a TV series, and that is called Heart to Heart, and also Anthony Donoso's father in the NCIS series. This one here is actually quite interesting. I've got two cards here at a very good rate. Sonika Mountain Green, Space Jam 2. Yeah, let's not worry about that. But very happy to pick this up because I really enjoy her work in The Walking Dead, as well as Captain Burnham in the Star Trek Discovery series. So her autograph goes for quite a bit on the market if you had either one of those two series autographs, but look, I'll pick them up. we'll have a quick look here. This is also a great personal I picked up at a local card store. Dale Earnhardt Jr. This one is to 15, so 2 of 15. So been looking for a Dale for quite a while and got this at a very good price. So very happy with that one. So I put that with my PC of NASCAR drivers. Now we'll get into the wrestling. Been cracking a bit of wrestling lately. Mostly the NXT blasters. Got them at a very good price and lucky enough to hit some nice cards. A couple of numbered cards. This one here out of 75. Nothing really big there. We've got a memorabilia card here from NXT UK. This one was the Wolfgang. And these are worn and used during matches. This is an autograph I picked up out of the blasters. This is a Fabian Aichner, better known as Giovanni Vinci. So he's a main roster guy now, and he's part of the Imperium if you follow wrestling. So this is a unique one because it is actually his real name, which he went by in the NXT series before moving to the main roster and changing it to Giovanni Vinci. This one here, a lot of people recognize. This one is a Seth freaking Rollins. Pretty happy with this. This guy's gone from strength to strength, especially in the main roster. And hey, that's number 3 autograph, I believe, from him. This one's pretty cool. This got this out of Revolution when I broke a few boxes. A Johnny Gargano, and this one was numbered to 99. So again, that's the second one for me for him. A Candice LeRae, which I got out of a random pack of select retail, not hobby. This one's not numbered. Great looking card. And funny coincidence, Johnny and Candice are both actually married in real life, and strangely enough, getting both the autographs back to back out of the boxes and pack that I broke. So bit of a unique thing there. And this is probably the best hit out of the box for me. Indy Hartwell, local girl from Melbourne from memory, who's wrestling in the main roster of the WWE again. This one's 11 of 25, and again worn and used during the match, so that's pretty cool to have some sort of pattern there. Not really seen something like that before in the wrestling sets, so I'm very happy with that. Now we'll get into the Marvel stuff. As I said, I'll go through this fairly quickly on these ones here. Picked the blasters up recently at one of the local stores and had them broken for me personally, so these cards look phenomenal. That's a swordsman. A lot of these aren't numbered. There are 2 numbered cards out of this and a couple of variants. So the artwork on this is quite damn good. There's an Agent 13. We've got a High Evolutionary. The good thing is these things are really nice thick card stock. They're not sort of just average card stock. So they've got a bit of heft to them. And strangely enough, really good quality on cornering and edges. So there are a couple of ones with dings in them, but you'd expect that with a thick cardstock. So we got Drax there, Black Widow, and that's a Silver Age Avengers. So that's a throwback sort of to the original artworks. We got a Rogue here. Great looking images, really thought out the design in the background. Mephisto, really nice vision there. There's one of these variant cover sort of ones. This is the US Avengers. Asmodeus spin-offs is what they call them. This is an artist's spotlight. That is Carlos Penchar. Again, not numbered. These ones here are a little bit different to the main ones. These are actually the standard 35 point, maybe close to 55 points. So that's a Nick Fury, and this is the Ultra Stars. So it's sort of like a variant set. Also got a Goliath in that one. Really cool image here. Yeah, US Agent. Doctor Strange. Another one of those sort of cover ones. First appearances. Then we got Maria Hill. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched the current series that's on. Hyperion. Nick Cage. Hopefully we'll see him back in a series or even a movie sometime soon. Another one of these variant spin-offs. West Coast Avengers. Really love this image here. A little bit more retro. Captain America. One of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe, Venom. Nova. Another one of the Silver Age Avengers. Black Panther. A really nice Mantis. Wish I had this card a couple of weeks ago. Would have had that autographed by Palm Clementif. This is a the Registration Act. Green variation, so this is the variations you get, and there's some really nice ones in here. But that's an iconic scene that we all know from the movies, also the comic books. This one here is a color match green. Really do like this Loki. Looks a lot better in hand, of course. The camera doesn't always give it the love it should. We've got a Hercules. Another Silver Age Avengers. This one is a Vision in a green variation. So a little bit of a color match there. And then we've got a Hawkeye. Or Clint Button is what they put on the card. So we know who it is. And this one here, again, I would have had this autographed by Palm. Great color match. Sort of loses a little bit with the blue background, but again, visually in hand, it looks a lot better than it probably does on camera. So next up we're going to do is also Marvel. Also brought some Upper Deck Spider-Man into the universe. So these are the lenticular card. Really nice looking card. It's Spider-Gwen. Again, not numbered. This was what the numbered card that I did get, which is one of those manufactured patches for Penny Parker. And that one was out of 125. So, fairly thick cardstock. Sort of an RPA sort of style. And then continuing on with the Fleer Ultra. These were the medallions, I believe. Yeah. So Tigra, Hawkeye. This one here is actually one of the mosaic pieces. So you get 9 cards that make up a major image. So pretty cool on that one. So might hunt out the other 8 of those. This one here is a Checkmate Hero Pawn Wasp. So die cut. Again, not numbered. Red variation here. This one is Crossfire. And then we get to the numbered cards. First one here is a Spectrum. Not too sure about this character that much, but these ones are out of 549. So that's like that sort of copper rather than the green. And the big one here, Thanos. Really cool image on that one. Then we'll get into the football, and then we'll finish off with some really nice cards that I think you'll like. So again, back to what I was talking about in a couple of videos before. I'm into Leaf a little bit, affordability, and some decent hits. So we got a Zonovan Knight, and these are all pretty much numbered, 13 out of 25. Zamir White, this from the Pro set, so that's a 2 out of 25. Then we got a Kyle Phillips, 13 out of 20. Tyler Batty, that's a 5 out of 20. Alec Pierce, that sort of scope look. That's a 7 out of 10. Paint and Thorn. That's an 8 out of 15, or 8 out of 15, yep. Then we've got Josh Downs. And that's a 15 out of 15. Malik Willis. 1 out of 7. A Deuce Vaughn. 10 out of 10. Charlie Collar. 3 out of 5. So getting really low numbered at the moment. Carson Strong. Back up the top there. 26 out of 35. Then we're going to get the Leaf Exotic ones that I also picked up. Tyler Van Dyke. This one is a 5 out of 7, so these ones don't get numbered too highly. Next one's going to be a Javon Rayleigh. That's a 7 out of 9. That's a snakeskin variant. And we'll do the last one here. Picked up a Joey B. Also out of the break. Pretty happy with that. That one's a 6 out of 6. And a lot of people complain these aren't in their unis. They are Photoshop, but hey, still an auto. And then another Kenny Pickett to my collection. Really good image on that one. Yes, it's in college uniform, but hey. And that's a 15 out of 25 on the Kenny Pickett. Some pretty decent hits in that lot. Now we get to the last bit here. Again, recently went to a card show, but also went to a convention where they brought out some actors and such from the States, and I was only really after one guy. This for a lot of cards. These are sketches from a local artist. Shell Shocked is the page on Facebook if you want to chase it up. He's a pretty damn cool artist. So a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff. There's a few other things he's working on. So the first one there, really cool shredder there. Another one there. Something with a little bit more detail. Here's a Ronin. And then we got a Mikey with pizza. And going on with that Ronin one, here's another one he did with a lot of detail, a lot of shading. This is all hand drawn and sketched and colored. Pretty damn cool. And he actually even puts a little bit of a certificate of authenticity. So Adrian's the gentleman's name. Located here in Sydney. So if you are sort of liking this stuff, you want to hit him up, by all means, go onto his Facebook page, hit like on his thing, and maybe communicate with him about getting some stuff. Now, the reason why I went to this convention was for the fact that Kevin Eastman, one half of the creators of the Ninja Turtles, was there. So I actually had some of the vintage cards, which I had him sign. So I'm pretty happy because I actually recently got these cards and they were in fairly decent shape. A couple of bent ones, but did have Kevin Eastman Simon. I'm pretty happy. This one's probably the closest I had with all 4 turtles in the image. Unfortunately, the worst turtle has got his back to the camera. Of course he has. I'm not a big fan of Leo. The other 3 I don't mind. And this one here, one of my favorite turtles, of course, Mikey. And had to get this one signed with the title, Turtle Power. So those are pretty cool. And while there, also had Kevin Eastman do some of the sketches that he does. Pays charge a little bit more for them. So I got him to do the sketches and put a 1 of 1 on these. And actually had him change pens to make sure we had colors for each of the characters. So there's a Raph, Donnie, Mikey, and the last one is definitely not Leo. Going to go Ronin. So pretty happy with those for my PC. And then the last ones, also sketched for me. These were a personal sketch. Recently attended the premiere of Mission Impossible, and what better way to get something signed by Tom Cruise than have a personalized sketch card 1 of 1 made up for you. So Adrian did mention that he's not really a realistic artist. He's more of a, comic book artist and cartoon artist. But hey, he took on the challenge, and I'm pretty happy with this. Tom was actually quite surprised to see this and was happy enough to sign it for me. You can see there in the blue pen. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of smudging on the pen, but that's what happens with these paint pens, and unfortunately, the inks don't sit too well for a little while. But the one that I really enjoy, which was done for me, was this one here. So Adrian did a phenomenal job on this one. This is on a thicker cardstock as well, so it was a little bit unique for him because he usually works in a smaller format. But yeah, the actual pen sat very well on this one when it's signed. So I'm extremely happy to get this one. If anybody else has done something like this, shout out to us. Let us know what you got. Maybe put a link in our comments. I'd love to see what you've come up with to get signed. But this will be something I'm going to probably do a little bit more often. Local artists, get some sketch cards made up, meet celebrities and get them to sign those cards for me. And then have true one-of-ones in my little collection, because let's face it, not many people will have some sort of idea like that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Just a bit of a quick reveal, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye.